Hello subscribers, today our video consists of a ride around the Rock of Gibraltar heading on a southerly direction towards the lighthouse where we shall stop for a little break. We're heading down Queensway, which is the main road outside the city walls, which are to my left. Passing Midtown on my left, which houses the Gibraltar Coast Park for the tourists that come across the border every day. Riding onto the Midtown Marina, named after Peter Isla, one of the well-known politicians in Gibraltar, who sadly passed away a few years back. To the front is Europort, which houses Gibraltar's hospitals, Inverness Hospital. As we go back to the right hand side, you see the Gibraltar Harbour, which is part of it is commercial and part of it is from Ministry of Defence. We're heading back now to Queensway to head back on a southerly direction, heading towards the lighthouse. Quite funny, but there's more roads inside the rock than outside the rock. So this is one of our main roads. It is single lane, and if you're from the UK and we know you're British, we do ride on the other side of the road. We used to ride on the English side of the road until 1929, when it was changed because we have a frontier with mainland Spain, of course. So now here we are at the roundabout. We're gonna head on a southerly direction up Europa Road towards the old casino, and to the right hand side is the Gibraltar Botanic Gardens. We just passed Rock Hotel on the left hand side. So this is the southern part of Gibraltar, and we just passed the Mount on the left hand side, heading towards what used to be the military area, where we have South Barracks, we have Loughbury Barracks, the old Garrison Gym is now to the left hand side here as we pass by it, and the old Naval Hospital, which is now Ocean Views. It's another hospital, and we're now heading on a narrower road towards the lighthouse, which is one of the sunniest parts of Gibraltar. If it rains around Gibraltar, it never rains around here. And to the front is the mosque, massive mosque built by the King of Saudi Arabia many years ago. And here we are, just arriving at our usual haunt at the lighthouse. And as you can see, Blondie just loves to clean the bike. I tell her it's an adventure bike, it's not supposed to be so clean, but she loves to clean it. What can I say? These walls are what's left of an old magazine that used to contain ammunition for the British Army, and obviously now it has these placards with information about the Rock of Gibraltar, about the Straits, about Gibraltar's history, especially the naval history with Gibraltar. Battle of Trafalgar happened very near at Trafalgar, and Admiral Nelson's body was brought to Gibraltar, and from Gibraltar hailed that the victory had been won, but the Lord had died. Biodiversity, the birds, very important with migratory path from Europe to Africa during the winter times, and in the summer the birds migrate back to Europe. And of course, its caves. Gibraltar is very famous for its caves. It has around 140 natural caves. And Neanderthal man. In 1848, they discovered a skull. It wasn't human. It was sent to the British Museum in London and it was shelved. 8 years later, in Neander Valley, they discovered a skull. Neanderthal man. It should have been a Gibraltar woman. It was the skull of a woman. And here to your front, the Straits of Gibraltar, with Morocco across, and Ceuta, which is a Spanish enclave across Gibraltar, and Mount Musa. The Rock of Gibraltar.
Hello.
Hello everybody. So today just a little ride around the rock where we come from, our hometown, our country, British Gibraltar, on the southern tip of Spain, not Spain, the Iberian Peninsula, frontier of Spain, let's get this right. This weekend we haven't gone out because we were going to Cáceres in Extremadura for the weekend, but there was a big storm, I forgot the name of the storm, Carlota I think it was, yeah, it's called Carlota, and we decided to change the weekend. So health and safety, you don't want to be riding 7 hours on the road with wind lashing you at 90 miles per hour, rain, it's just not fun. So we're going this weekend, so there'll be plenty of videos. We're going to Cáceres, and then we'll be going the next day to Trujillo, Oropresa, and then Monfrag National Park, and heading back to Cáceres, then one night in Sevilla, and back home to the Rock. So, yeah, keep watching our videos, subscribe, like, and share with friends and family. Enjoy our videos. I mean, there's a few characters. Blondie's one, doesn't talk that much.
No.
Blondie's a bit shy in talking. I talk a lot because in my work I talk a lot, so it helps. Moaning Frank, who people now are also enjoying watching, won't be traveling with us on this road trip, but it will be fine. It will be fine. We shall miss Moaning Frank, and soon we'll have other add-ons to our videos. Other characters will be coming in.
Yep.
So keep watching Desert Rats Triumph. What can I say? We're new to this vlogging thing, but we hope to become quite known and get enough followers to carry on and enjoy it. I mean, it's not all about the ride, it's about the fun, it's about enjoying it, it's about eating out, spending time with the one you want to be with on the road, and the bike, of course. And you know the algo, say something, even in Spanish, she's shy. And this red and white
A Gibraltar lighthouse.
the Gibraltar Lighthouse.
And behind is the Rock.
The Rock, the famous rock. But this Gibraltar Lighthouse, it's part of the Trinity Lighthouses from the UK, and it's the only one outside mainland UK. Been there for ages, since the 1800s. And that's the Mediterranean, with Spain there in the background, and the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, and the famous rock, just back there. Bit of a Japanese, no, not Japanese, Miloha. And yeah, a little picnic here at the lighthouse in Durban, of course. So now we'll be heading for a little ride, do a few things, and then head back home. Hope you enjoyed the video. Short one, but next one will be quite a long one, or a few episodes of the road trip to Extremadura. The Rock of Gibraltar and Mount Musa on the other side, supposedly the Pillars of Hercules. If you crossed the straits in ancient times from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic, you would go over the edge of the world. And we are going now to the other side of the rock, heading from the south west on a westerly direction to the east, right by Europa Advanced Road, heading towards the tunnel. On my right hand side are two famous caves below the cliffs, Gorums and Vanguard. This is where a lot of Neanderthal skulls and excavations have been found. Now we're entering Dudley Ward Tunnel, built by the Royal Engineers during the Second World War, and it's the only tunnel that crosses from west to east, or east to west, because it's dual carriageway, or 2 lanes, sorry. So we're heading now towards the east side of Gibraltar, and here we are on the east side. The rock slanting on my left hand side used to be an old water catchment. On the right hand side we have Sandy Bay, one of 5 beaches in Gibraltar. We do have 5 beaches, and this is, I think, is one of the coolest beach in Gibraltar, Sandy Bay, although not the one we go to. We go to Eastern Beach, which you'll be seeing soon. So this is Sandy Bay, as I said, and on the left hand side the cliff face of the rock, which used to be a water catchment, because we don't have any rivers, so we had to catch the water. We now have water desalination plants, but a long time ago that didn't exist, so water had to be caught from the rain into the water catchments and into big huge tanks, 13 huge tanks inside the tunnels, inside the rock. And here on the right hand side is Catalan Bay, a Genoese village, the only village outside the rock of main town. And here you see the East Side project that's coming soon, and Joshua Sand houses, terraces, a new estate. And now we're heading into Eastern Beach with the north face of the rock. Now this is the longest beach, sandy beach as well. I said 5 beaches, 3 of them sandy and 2 pebbles. So this is Eastern Beach, and at the far end is the airport, the runway. It's the Royal Air Force Gibraltar. It is a military runway, but used by civilian aircraft. And as I said before, the north face of the rock, protruding and really like a big Goliath in front of Spain. So now we're going to head down to Devil's Tower Road, which is a dual carriageway. This is a dual carriageway, and obviously here, if you go now to the right, you see the road going to Kingsway Tunnel, heading towards Spain. Now this is, as I said, Devil's Tower Road, one of the main roads, and it's now the road that leads to Spain. If you want to go to on a vehicle to Spain, you need to go to Devil's Tower Road. Now we're heading towards Victoria Stadium, which shall be brought down and built bigger. It's the home of the Gibraltar Football Association. Now this is Winston Churchill Avenue, heading on a westerly direction, southwesterly direction towards Ocean Village, which is the jive and soul of Gibraltar. Restaurants, nightclubs, you have it there. You're going to spend a good night, go to Ocean Village. And here we are now going towards Waterport Road, and heading towards the port. But you can't go into the port unless you have a permit, because obviously it's not allowed for civilian use. So we've got to turn, well, before we turn left, we have Westside and Bayside comprehensive schools on the left hand side, and now on the roundabout we're going to turn left and we're going to head towards Morrison's, a big chain, shopping chain, where you can buy all sorts of things. It's a UK based chain. So here we are. We've been all around the rock in less than 15 minutes with the stop at the lighthouse, and I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to the customers.